Hello traders, hope you're doing well. Last week I made a video showing how to mark important levels on a chart before the market opens. When I went through the comment section, a lot of you had asked me to show how to plot pivot points and CPR on a chart. So in this video, you will learn what is pivot point, what is CPR and how to plot them on a chart. Now traders, apart from this, if you want me to teach you a day trading strategy using pivot points, please let me know in the comment section below. If I get 1000 likes for this video, I will make sure that I teach you a day trading strategy using pivot points which you can use in trading stocks, futures and option buying. Now without further delay, let us get into today's topic. Now first, let us understand what is pivot point. Pivots are nothing but support and resistance level on a chart. This is a chart without pivot points and this is the same chart with pivot points. Now let us understand what these lines represent with an example. The line which you see at the center is called central pivot point. The green line above this is called resistance 1. The line above the resistance 1 is called resistance 2 and finally resistance 3. Likewise, the line below the central pivot point is called support 1. Below the support 1 comes support 2 and then comes support 3. So basically, the lines above the central pivot point is called resistance line and the lines below the central pivot is called support line. All of these lines in any given chart will most likely act as support or resistance level. But out of this, the central pivot is considered to be the most powerful support and resistance level. Now, assume that today the market opened at R1 level and it rallied up to R2 level. From here, the market can break this level and go up or it can come down. Let us say the market broke this level and went up to R3 level. From this R3 level, the market can even go further or it can come down. Assume the market came down from R3 level to R2 level. Now, R2 level is likely to act as support. Earlier, R2 was resistance, but now it's likely to work as support. This is because once the resistance is broken and the price comes down for retest, there is a high chance for it to work as support. This is where resistance becomes support. Now, if the market goes up again to retest the R3 level, which was the previous resistance, from here, if the market breaks this R3 level and goes up, then R3 level will become the new support. But if the market is not able to break this level and go down, then R3 level will still continue to be resistance level until it is broken. This is how support and resistance work. I know support and resistance is a beginner's topic. However, it is very important that everybody knows about this. That is why I have discussed it here. Support and resistance level is one of the most powerful level which affects the market sentiments while trading. As we move further, you will see some live market examples. You will see the true potential of support and resistance. Okay? Now that you know what is pivot point, let us see what is CPR. CPR is nothing but a line above the central pivot and a line below the central pivot. This entire range is called central pivot range. So when it comes to CPR, this pink line which you see is called central pivot point and the blue line above the central pivot is called TCPR, that is top central pivot range, and the line below the central pivot is called BCPR, bottom central pivot range. Now all these lines put together is called CPR, central pivot range. CPR is the most powerful level on a chart. I can confidently tell you this because I have spent more than 1.5 years backtesting this with hundreds of live market charts. I have noticed that more than 70% of the time the market respects this CPR level. This is a plain chart with no indicators. This is the same chart with just pivot points plotted. And this is how the chart looks with pivot points and CPR put together. I hope you see the difference, right? Traders, now that you know what is pivot point and CPR, let us see how to plot this on a chart. The charting tool which I use is TradingView. I'm using the pro version, but you can just use the free version. No problem. They allow you to add up to 3 indicators for free. Now first let's see how to plot pivot points. It is very simple. Okay, all you have to do is go here, click on indicators, click on public library and type cm underscore pivot. Okay, you can see here, right? cm underscore pivot points underscore mwd4h1h. All this is time frames. This is the one which you need to choose, the one which has 19,000 likes. Okay, you can add it to your favorite. Now as soon as you click on this indicator and close this, the indicator gets plotted on the chart. The first time you apply this indicator, this is how it will look. I will show you exactly what to do so that this pivot point looks very clean. All you have to do is go here, cm underscore pivot filtered, click on settings, go to inputs, remove this, remove this. All this monthly pivots is not required because the strategy what I'm teaching you will be only for daily time frame. So here you can see show daily pivots, right? You have to check mark only that. Now come back to styles, scroll down. Here you can see daily pivot, daily R1 level, daily S1 level, daily R2 level, daily S2 level. This is the only thing that we need. Now just click here, increase the opacity, bring the thickness to level 2. Do the same thing for R1 and S1. Okay. Now central pivot, I'm okay to keep it as pink color. Resistance 1, support 1, R2 and S2. All this I prefer having in the same color. Okay. Once that is done, now this is how your chart will look. Alright. So simply click on refresh. We are going to trade in 5 minutes. Okay. As soon as you click on 5 minutes, this is how your chart will look. Right, resistance 2 looks little thicker, so I'll go back here in style, go back to daily pivot. This resistance 2, this also thickness I will reduce. Okay, now it looks clean. Right, this is pivot, this is R1, this is R2. Below the pivot we have S1 and S2. Simple, right? Now sometimes after you plot the pivots, it might look something like this. Okay, all you have to do is come back, click on refresh, it will come like this. Still, if it is not like that, you can make adjustments here. When you make adjustments, it will look clear. Alright, so this is how you plot pivot point on a chart. The pivot point which I'm using is a standard pivot. Alright, okay traders, now let's see how to plot CPR on the chart. Alright, now to plot CPR, again click on indicators, go to public library. Here search for pivot range. Okay, the first one what you get, pivot range, pivot boss, right? It has 2649 likes. You need to click on this. Once that is done, click cancel. Here you can see CPR is plotted. If you are on a daily time frame, it will look something like this. Okay, you have to go to a lower time frame like 5 minutes. All right, then it will look like this. So this whole range is CPR. Resistance 1, resistance 2, support 1, support 2. Okay, traders, until now you have understood what is CPR and pivot, and you have also learned how to plot them on a chart. If you want me to teach you a day trading strategy using pivot points, then please let me know in the comment section below, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Traders, that's all for this video. I'll see you in the next one.